Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here, welcome to another American Truck Simulator video. I just did Alaskan Truck Simulator video, so I've got that in my mind as just a reminder. There, both are ATS. But anyway, American Truck Sim video. This is FTG Full Tilt Gaming, and welcome here to the trailer showcase here for the Wilson trailers. Now, these were very popular. If you're a farm sim fan and you had these Wilson trailer mods, they were kind of ported over, I think, from ATS. Could be completely wrong on that, but I think they were ported over from Pinga's original mods, and now we've got them back updated and freshly updated here for 132 for American Truck Sim. So I'm going to put all of the links in there in this video, and then I will go ahead and let Pinga upload his stuff. So you may have to give these a few days, and then try to. I think he's waiting on me to do the video, then he's going to put these live. Anyway. It's a little tough because we have a language barrier that we're trying to work through. So anyway, long story short, also you'll find some other things in this trailer that's going to be updated in time. So right now they are free, they will remain free, but as time and he gets most of his trailers updated, he is going to start adding loads, changing the weights of the loads, squaring some things up. So it's kind of like a modding process. So don't think, oh my god, well, this doesn't give me everything that I want it for free and I don't want to pay for it. We'll just give him time to get some things updated. I mean, that's all I say. Patience is key when people are doing things for free. So his number one goal is to get all of the payware stuff kind of squared away for people that have bought that, get everything updated into 132. And then we'll start looking at some of these free ones, which he is now. So let's take a look at it. The Wilson, there's a few things here as we'll find out pretty quick, and I'll show you how to get past all this stuff if it hasn't updated yet by the time he re-uploads on this video. So 26 grand for the regular, just dual axle there in the back. So let's take a peek at it. So there's nothing on the singles and body. The things where this one changes is in the axles. So once you get into the axles here, there's about what six or seven different axles. So you've got a split, which I see a lot of. Splits and triples are what I see the most of. I don't see any with like random tags on the back. So people always comment and say, well, that's not realistic. Well, yeah, this kind of is, because I live in North Carolina and there's quite a bit of farmland, and I've seen these grain tankers around here quite a bit, and I see a lot of triples, so don't give me a bunch of flack and comments over that. This one does have the quad tag axle in the front, which is the support here for if you really do have a heavy load of grain. Does have this support look here, which is pretty nice. Now you do have B doubles. Now I realize this is see-through, but just bear with me. There's a quick fix for that. You just have to choose what sides you want, because now we have a choice of sides, which is pretty slick. So just bear with me. So we've got the B doubles there, which is, I guess, the two 20-footers. And then we've got the 53-footer and with the PACESETTER, which is pretty nice. We don't have a PACESETTER one. We got the 53 and the 20 or 28, whatever this pup in the back would be. And then we have two full-size, which is pretty nice. So anyway, depending on what you want to roll with on these, they're also cargo market's going to evolve the same. You'll have both will take on the cargo. So if you have one that's 16, I think via what this does, it feels like both trailers take on 16,000 pounds or whatever the weight is that he's got these trailers set up for right now, just enough for the initial release. So just got to take that into account. You probably have to lead a little bit stronger truck if you plan on pulling both, because I think it will multiply them times two. At least to me, it feels like it. But we are going to look at, I just want to look at this one right here with the doubles in the pup in the back, because I've seen quite a few of these. Not so much where I live, but I know out west they do cook these grain trailers back and forth a lot. So I got a good buddy of mine that lives out in Kansas, and he's seen quite a few of these around. So if you live up in New York State and want to tell me how these things are out west, I just don't have time for the rude comments. I have to bring them up because they bother me. They bother me when people make stupid comments that don't make sense. Anyway, okay, so how to fix these? If this is not updated, all you got to do is figure out which one you'll put on there. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So whether or not you want to put on and have the stainless chrome side rails, or whether you want the painted ones, these things do work with the new paint pack. So if you've got the new vintage paint pack, then here it is. This one actually works. So whatever you want to do on these, there you go. They're actually up, they're rocking and rolling, and they work. So you take that as for what it's worth. So if you want to roll these, roll some paints. Now for right now, I've got the 900. I've got a gray and orange stripe, which looks like think I want to say that horizon is what I have now, but I think this stripe should be further up. I think the stripe should actually match this one right here. I think that's how this one goes. The rest of them are a little on the back side of this. Let's see. Yeah, because this is another one. So yeah, sure. That's what it looks like. So we're going to have to go. We'll have to go with that one. So I figured you guys won't mind if we do that, because the Aurora should be even a little bit up higher than that. But I actually don't really mind that. That's actually, we'll just do this one because that's pretty cool. I like that paint. We'll just do a progressive orange. So we'll start out the let's start out the backside orange here. Will be our darkest deep set. We'll make this one this, then we'll make it a little darker, and then we'll make this one the same, and then we'll make it a little darker, so it just goes dark all the way back to light. Like that? Yeah, I like that. Let's keep it. All right, so we got that. Now you could do chromes if you want to. Now wheels, let's just go ahead and let's find a simple. I said simple. Let's find a simple. Yeah, there we go. Let's just do these. We'll do a couple of the single wides. Well, this is part of the Smarties wheel pack, so if you're kind of interested, like, hey, how's he got those wheels? This is Smarties wheel pack, so you need both of the wheel packs to make that happen. And it should keep the hubs in the center. So we shouldn't have to do a bunch of flailing around trying to figure out, get all our wheels and stuff situated. Now, there are cables on all this as well. So once you spin around to the backside, you've got a cable set up here, which is right under from the dolly to the trailer, which is nice. So this controls all your airlines and stuff for brakes. And I don't know if there's any kind of, I know you've got your cover here, but whether or not these things operate, looks like they operate via a hand crank. So I guess these will just be supplying airlines to the back airbags and all that other good jazz. So there you go. There's another ones that go into this side of the trailer, come in. Now I'm assuming these airlines run inside here and then back through the dolly there. I'm not totally sure because I'm not. I've never got up and actually checked these things out that close. So anyway, so there you go. Mud flaps, all the lights in the back are the same. There's not anything that's super fancy, but they do have nice black cab lights on the back here, plus all your stuff and your signals and your park light. Well, basically park lights on the sides of the trailers. Now, all this is exactly the same if you pick the chrome side. So if you want the chrome stainless steel looks on the side, then you can certainly do those, or you can paint them, white, whatever. You've kind of got a couple different options with these, which are cool. So $111,000 for our trailers there. So let's go ahead. We'll purchase those. We'll throw them. Let's see if I can throw them in Ontario. I think I can. Yeah, because we're already up here. Now, I'm going to see if there's cargo loads up here. There's a very good possibility I didn't do this. So I'll tell you what. I'll get loaded up wherever I have to be to get cargo. And then we'll just kind of see this thing in action, do a couple of good camera shot passes. And we'll call this a really nice showcase. You guys can kind of see these things in action. We'll pick up some cargo, that kind of stuff. So we'll be back with you here literally in just a couple seconds. All right, well, as you can see, we've got the doubles. Now, we're in Oregon, so as you can see, we've now got a couple of different things. So he's done a good job with this, so kudos to Pinga on this one. So we've got a couple. He's got to add in soy, a load on it, but he's got wheat, he's got barley, let's see, he's got soy, wheat, and barley, and I'm not sure if he's got wood powder, so whether or not you're taking these from the sawmill, so that's cool. You get to go into the sawmills with these. I'm just kind of looking through some of the other loads that we might have in there. Wood powder, soy, wheat, barley. I think that might be, kind of looks like that's at least what our choices are. Some of these places have availability to put some other stuff. Now you can see we've also got different weights as well. So 97,000 pounds of this stuff versus other ones are 48,000 pounds of different ones. So that's cool. You got a couple different loads, couple different weights of it, which is nice. So let's go ahead and Coos Bay here because that's where we're at. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blast. Looks like we've got Ontario, so I'm just going to go up. We'll kind of do it like we normally do with these. We'll just kind of we'll pick up and then we'll go a few places to get you guys good camera shots here on the way out. We'll deliver up in and we'll call this a video. So don't go anywhere. All right, well here we are. So we've got the full gambit on display here. So it's pretty it's pretty slick. So anyway, I think what we're going to try to do here, we'll get this moving. And then we'll get turned around here. We'll go pick up our load, and then I guess we'll be headed on out here. right, we just got loaded up here out of Coos Bay, so we are just leaving out of the name of this company. But anyway, we're leaving out here. We got our double zone. We got our 48 and our 28 back there, so we're going to be heading on over to Ontario. So enjoy a couple of playthrough shots here of the trailers, and we've got a full load on. I think we've got, let's see how many. Well, that's not the right one. Oh, Lord help. So I had it right there. There we go. All right. All right, so we got some Barty 48,000 pounds there. Ontario is where we're going to the Walmart there. So we got plenty of time to get over. Job income's 22,000. So actually, these are via the prices per pound, or I guess what would be per mile on over. So that's pretty cool to see a good return on a across the state trip. So it's not a short one. So you're not looking at $1 million for a job for those realists out there that want to be able to drive some and not make so much money. So enjoy some shots. We'll go ahead and I'll drive on over there, and we'll kind of see a little bit of Oregon along the way and some good action shots of the trailer. So we'll see you in Ontario. Making our last turn here, going through much of the 101, the 5. We've gone through a bunch of stuff, and now we're fixing to turn left here on the 201, which is going to take us pretty much right back into Ontario, where we want to go and drop off if we get out here in traffic. So all in all, completely uneventful, exactly what you want to see. No big trailer snafus. Everything seems to do is as it should. So we've picked up just fine. Got a couple different cargo loads, which is cool. People will enjoy that, having a couple different weights. So the more trailers you stack on, the heavier that it's going to get. And I'm just going to pull the map up here, make sure. Okay, so I'm taking the next right. So it's really nice. You can see it. The cool thing about you normally just do all daytime, but you can kind of see how the lights all match. So it's not something that you feel like the trailer's completely way off the spectrum there from what the rest of the truck looks like. So We are just in the default W900 with the accessory back on there. Nothing too crazy killer, but it makes for a nice ride here. Make its last ride, and I think our business here will be right on the right. Turn, see great reflections. Now I do have the realistic truck reflection lights on, so that may be especially if you notice that I have a bunch more stuff on the right side of the truck, and you've got a bunch more shadowing, and the lights are reflecting off the ground a lot more. So that's why. And I'll tell you what graphics mod I am running, but I'll do that in the next video, because I'm actually going to do a video on that, because this graphics mod, as you can see, is just that good. So I want to make special presentation of that, because it is absolutely killer. One of the best ones I've ever run on this game. And I'm not using Reshade or anything like that. Reshade just doesn't. I mean, it kind of works, but you got to have the Sweet Effects mod, and you got to have a bunch of other stuff in there. I'm like, you know what? This is too much. I don't care about it that much. All right, so I'm just going to minimize that here as we finish our drive in. All right, so here we are. Let's see if we can actually pull this thing in. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna hop back in here just so I can see where we're going. Make sure everybody's coming on the right side. Now, as to where this is actually going to drop off, we're going to do the easiest possible. Hopefully it's just right in front of us. All right, let's see where it's at. All right, cool. Yeah, we can do that. Confirm that. Lower down, low. All right, so there we go. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little, small little dynamic shots here. So you got to see a little bit at nighttime, see what the chrome looks like with the lights and all the shebang going on with this trailer. It's a good trailer. There will be some things that update along the way. I'm sure there'll be some little small fixes here and there. It won't be anything huge, but as those things get updated, I'll try my best to go ahead and let you guys know what's going on with it. So, so anyway, I appreciate you guys coming and checking this out. We rolled a few bit. This is going to be the end of the video here. I'm not going to run any kind of extra stuff on the back end of this, since we've done so much here in the middle. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of Oregon DLC that is actually on the Steam store. If you're wanting scenery, any of that stuff, all Oregon DLC, that's up on Steam now. W900 on the truck, and the Wilson trailers here in the back. Those links will be down in the description as well. And also, just to reiterate, in case you skipped over this part to get to the end to figure out what I was going to say at the end, make sure you check on. I'm going to be doing another video on the actual graphics mod that I'm using. It's a seasonal mod, so a lot of people don't really know what the seasonal mods do versus what graphics mods do. So I wanted to go ahead and push out one of those videos here in the very near future. So look for that on the channel as well. So that means if you want to see that stuff and you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. And go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed the content, enjoyed seeing a new trailer. That is for free in case you skipped over it. So you can go check all those out at the links. So other than that, guys, we'll see you here in the next American Truck Sim video. I'm FTG. We'll see you. Peace.